be using the I-beams as a structural support for the base of our projectors by building a wood frame around it and then mounting the projector up high so the angles will not interfere with shadows and will be properly displayed. And this is subject to change due to trial and error if we can find better methods to display the socket with larger logs at the bottom. Children, this, like the river obviously, having wall the whole way, they can write about how the river is brought out a different aspect of life, whereas some people obviously will be writing political statements, but having that mixed message.
I wonder if it's possible to, rather than have the community write the stories, to pre-edit newspaper stories, existing photos as the plain.
Well, I guess what surprised me the most about the two designs is just how different they are. They are very, I mean, they don't really tie together. And it's just a completely different vision of what the space can provide or what it can show or what you can show in the space or how you can transform the space. So it'll be interesting to see how the public reacts to that variance and how they see that, you know, how they tie together or don't, or they stand by themselves in terms of the statements that they're trying to make.
The comments definitely wasn't what I expected. I expected it more to be about the design itself. But they got to the nitty-gritty details about how it's going to be set up, and I don't think we had quite
gotten to that
level of details. So
the media kit came together with, it was a collaboration from both groups, the Transforming Perceptions group and the Symphony in Red group, and the concept of the actual physical model of the media kit was just aspects from a couple different ideas that we had and morphed together, but we wanted to have a display for both media kits in one, so we didn't have to make more, we didn't have to make an excessive amount. We wanted to integrate them both into one thing, so it was simpler. Working with the plexiglass was definitely interesting. It was a lot more work than we thought, but putting in all the work really was time consuming and was not fun. But in the end, I think they turned out really well, and I'm happy with them. So
Here's my turn.
I go, what does the advisor going to do? Okay, well, I'm not getting in the middle of this. I have more things to worry about right now. We're keeping an eye on her seriously. If this affects our team, if something happens to her, this will be much worse than what it's at. And I don't want any of this to come back on her. And if it does, I'm really well refused. So that's Hey, you guys have to do tricks if you want candy.
what are we, prostitutes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Heads up, Jake.
We're staining it like a darker brown. Just because we're gonna have beams there, we might as well have it look like something. So it's almost like a bridge, like under the river, or above the river.
I love how you like this. You might be psychic or something. You saw that thing.
I think being able to dive face first into something that you actually build is, it's both difficult but also extremely positive. Because we're so accustomed to just being able to have these tangibles that we turn in. These tangibles, often not even tangible, just digital turn-ins. And that's not what design is. That's not what we're studying to do. I don't think anyone here wants to be a dink in the landscape. And so I think in that way it's really been a positive experience for me.
All of these materials came from the river corridors. Dealing with natural elements and trying to make them into something structural has been quite the task over the past week and a half of trial and error. Each knot is a specific knot. Things like the clover hitch and the square lashing and diagonal lashing. There's quite a bit going on, some of the weaves, and creating a loom with willow. It's been quite the process that has shredded our hands and froze our fingers.
How's it outside, John?
It's real cold, Priscilla. It's really cold out there.
So we started out with just the one layer of the film, and Ellie here noticed when it takes away from the wall or the light, went to have the second layer on. So we had Stevie come over and help us out. She cut out a smaller blob instead of filling up this whole area, and so it still brings in the light and also adds depth. Eat me!
So we're gonna eventually need two ladders, one for this side, one for this side, put up the 2 by 8 by 12. So yeah, I think it'd be good. What are you working on, Will? I am.
Is that a video? It was?
Slowly. Yeah, we can't. That's the reason why we couldn't do it. But this thing comes out. This thing that comes out though.
That'd be the same if it were pulled over. Still be through that, so that's how we had it originally.
Because if I have it over just enough, that'll be covered like that. That's why I just should have had that one offset. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah. Overall, I think the construction of the design went pretty well. It was difficult keeping everyone focused on the finished product. I mean, I think there was a while there where everyone was kind of at each other's throats. But all in all, I think it panned out better than we expected, and I think we're all pretty happy with the turnout. The one thing that we kind of wished would have been a little better was the projectors. You know, I think we all wish that, you know, the contrast would have been a little better on them, or we would be able to see it a little better than we can. So if you want to check it out at prime time, come dawn or dusk, you know, you'll get a better insight of what we were trying to do.